sports leader. This is WGEM Sports.
After last night's win, the Quincy Doggy Paddlers have found themselves in a dogfight for a guaranteed spot in the playoffs. And tonight, the Paddlers, they took on the Clinton LumberKings in a rematch from yesterday. Winner takes sole position at the top of the Northwest Division with one game left to play tomorrow, eventually deciding who will guarantee themselves a playoff berth. First inning, one out with a guy on third, and Ben Longoria will break the scoreless tie, bringing Bynum Martinez home. Exactly how you want to start such a pivotal game. That brings us to the second inning, and this is when the Paddlers shows off their offensive prowess. Taylor Tatum showing what Big Ten baseball is all about with the 2 outs. Tatum makes it 2-0 Quincy, and they weren't done. The 2-out rally continues. Ian Check batting .457 on the season with the bases loaded. He clears them all, making it 5-0 in the second. After that, this game has been all over the place, but the hot start proves pivotal as Quincy, they surge late, beating Clinton 16-7. And this is going to be where we stand with one game left to play in the first half of the season. Whoever is in first place after tomorrow, they guarantee themselves a playoff spot. So all Quincy, all they have to do is win and they're in. If the Paddlers lose tomorrow and Clinton wins, well, you guessed it, it goes to the LumberKings. Quincy, they'll play the Illinois Valley Pistol Shrimp tomorrow on the road.